Hi guys, I hope that you're having a fabulous day. Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to share some of the items that I've been absolutely loving lately. So I hope that you enjoy it. If you do, make sure and give it a thumbs up. And without further ado, let's get started, shall we? Now you're gonna hear obsessed, in love, oh my God, a lot throughout this video. So I don't know if you wanna keep a tally or what, but that's the truth of it. And the majority of these items are gonna be bags. So let's get to it because we have loads to talk about. Starting with this bad boy right here. This is the Longchamp Le Pliage cosmetic pouch with flap, if I'm not mistaken. I will have to double check, but this bad boy right here. Now I have been using it quite a bit over the last few months and I am obsessed. Absolutely obsessed. I picked this up last year. This was a seasonal color. This is the color fuchsia. But I think that this item is amazing. First and foremost, Longchamp is an awesome brand. Their Le Pliage line is fabulous. I have a couple of their bags. I have a couple of their totes. But this little guy right here, my goodness, I have used it in so many different ways. Now, technically, it's a cosmetic pouch, but you know me. I don't like to use things just for their intended purpose. I have used it as a little mini bag. I have used it as a catch-all. I have used it as a wallet. And I have put this little bag through the ringer these last few months and absolutely no wear and tear whatsoever. That's what I love about this material. It is so insanely durable. It is such a workhorse. In general, I think that they are amazing and they're virtually indestructible. But not only that, look at how ridiculously cute it is. On its own, I mean, it's adorable. But I love that it's actually functional as well. It just doesn't just sit there and look pretty. No, it actually has a lot of function to it. I love that you can really see everything at a glance in this little guy. It's not like this tiny little opening that's super, super tight to get your items in here. Definitely not. I am able to fit my iPhone in here, no problem. Remember, my phone is ancient. It is an iPhone 11, but I'm able to fit card holder, my keys, and a few other bits and bobs in here, no problem. So when I want to use this as a little mini bag, I can just carry it like so, not a big deal. But on the days when I don't want to use it as a little hand carry mini bag, I picked up a kit to be able to use it as a crossbody bag. And I think it's amazing. So I picked up this kit for 24 bucks. I don't even know how I came across it, but I was like, what is this? Because I've been having such a blast with it. So when I saw this, I was like, no way, no freaking way. Yes way. This thing is awesome. So you have a removable, adjustable leather strap, and you also have these clips. And I will actually insert a little demo so you guys can see what the hell I'm talking about. But these little clips have hooks here. So the hooks, you end up putting them in the V-shaped part of the bag. So that way it holds it in place, but then it has D-rings on the exterior so that way you can hook the strap to it and you are good to go. So if you wanted to use this strap or if you wanted to use a chain strap or what have you, you have a little bit more play. I think that this is awesome. They have a few different colors to pick from as well. I think they have a total of, I want to say maybe 10 or 15 colors. I can't remember, but I will put the link on the description box below if you guys want to check it out, because there are a few that I've seen out there, but out of all of them, this one I think really ends up working out the best with being able to hold these hooks in place. But this little bag is absolutely amazing. I think it's so wonderful that I decided to pick up another one. Oh yes, I did. And I picked it up in this gorgeous green. Now the color that you guys are seeing on camera, unfortunately, I am not doing it justice because it looks like it's more like a neon green. I promise you it's not. It is a true Kelly green. And it is amazing. I especially like it with the brown, and then you have the gold hardware. There's just something about this. I think that this is gonna look fabulous with my monogram pieces from Louis Vuitton. Again, just because I feel like the colors really complement each other. But look at this, so adorable. You know, you have the added little flap for extra security, and it's tiny, but it packs a little punch. What's that? Oh, I'm obsessed. I'm absolutely obsessed with the little guys. And I also like the fact that they don't break the bank like some other SLGs, but the fact that not only are they price friendly or they're wallet friendly, they're also insanely functional and insanely durable. So these have 100% gotten my heart and my vote. So obsessed, absolutely obsessed. All right, so moving on to some Louis Vuitton, shall we? This beauty right here. So this is the Louis Vuitton Galliera PM in the monogram canvas. And when I tell you that, in my opinion, this has got to be one of the most, if not the most comfortable hobo I have ever used in my life. Unfortunately, this bag has since been discontinued. So you do have to pick it up on the pre-loved market, but there are some beauties on the pre-loved market right now. But this bag in general is absolutely fantastic. Fantastic. I haven't been able to, well, obviously I've put it down because I've used other bags, but I have been using it so much since I added it to my collection. But what I really like about this bag is that even though it is quite large, because remember, this is the PM, there is a larger size, which is the GM, which is also very fabulous. I love that you can carry everything that you want without it getting too uncomfortable and too heavy due to this strap. This strap is a little bit on the thinner side, but because it's wider, it is ridiculously comfortable to use for extended periods of time when your bag is fully loaded. And you know me, I like to add everything in the kitchen sink to my bags, but I love that it stays in place. I love that it doesn't roll off of my shoulder. I love that it doesn't feel like my arm is gonna fall off. It doesn't feel like my shoulder is gonna give out. And regardless of what I'm carrying, or on the days when I wanna carry a little bit less and I'm a little bit more tame with what, with what I'm carrying in my bags, it doesn't matter. It is such a joy to use. And I also like the fact that it doesn't stick off of my body too much, because sometimes there are those hobos that, even though they are quite generous with their size as far as what you can fit in them, they're also very bulbous, or they end up protruding off of your body a little too much. And I don't find that this happens with this. It just lays very flat on the on my torso, and it's so insanely comfortable. And I think it's great. I also like that it has a few adjustments on here. So if you want to have a little bit more length, you have that option. You have a very generous strap drop, or if you want to make it a little bit shorter, you still have that generous strap drop. I think it's wonderful. Let's move on to a little Neghetti, shall we? This is the Neghetti St. Bart's. This is the medium size in the color cashmere, but this is such a carefree bag. I have especially used this whenever we've gone to the beach, or if I just want to go somewhere without having to worry about any part of my bag at all. Like if it gets sand in it, if it just, goes onto the concrete, if it goes onto the asphalt, if it falls, whatever, it doesn't matter. When I have those days when I want to carry that type of bag, this is the one that I use. And even though I have put it through the ringer this past summer, there is no wear on this bag whatsoever. This neoprene material, not only is it lightweight, but it's also very durable. But I love the way that it looks. I mean, I think from afar, it might look like it's leather. Obviously, it's not leather, but it's so comfortable, lightweight. I really like the fact that it doesn't have a magnetic closure or a zipper. Neghetti does have a few other bags that have that added security, but you guys know I like my totes to be open, but I also like that it comes with a little pouch, so that way you can use this inside of your other bags. You can use this as a cosmetics case. You can use it as a little clutch. I don't know. But I feel like these are such great, carefree, don't think about it type of bags. And look at how generous they are. Absolutely, look at that, so insanely spacious. I have fit a couple of beach towels in here, not like the giant ones, but I fit a couple of beach towels in here, sunscreen, I mean everything, bottles of water. And even when I'm carrying a lot in here and it seems like these are gonna just break off and snap, nothing like that. They're just great little bags. I don't know. I think that they're wonderful. And you guys know I did get I think that this is the small, if I'm not mistaken. They have a mini as well. I don't know. They have a few different ones. I will put the right one on the screen here. But this is in their beautiful Miami pink, and this color is just absolutely stunning. But again, they come with these little pouches. So regardless of the size that you get this little pouch as well. Now this one does come with a crossbody adjustable strap. I hate that strap because it's a guitar strap. I think it's hideous. So I don't use it. I tend to use it as a hand carry bag, but I did buy a gunmetal chain crossbody strap from Amazon. I think I got it for like 14 bucks, and that's what I end up using with this bag if I wanted to use it as a crossbody bag. But look at that, even the smaller one, you have so much space. So once again, this is the medium, and I'm pretty sure this is the small, I think. I don't know, but look at that. All right. Let's keep going, shall we? Now, even though this item is technically a bag charm and it is technically a small leather good, and I did use it once as a handbag, not that I will ever do that again because I overwhelmed the bag so insanely much, but I am absolutely head over heels obsessed with this item, and I am talking about the Fendi Nano Baguette. My goodness, I cannot get enough of this little guy. I think I might like it more than my regular size baguettes. It is amazing. So like I said, technically it is a bag charm that you add onto your bags, but I have been using it the most as a wallet and as a catch-all, and it's worked out perfectly. I mean, I do like that it comes with a little chain, and this chain is the one that I used as a crossbody like handbag. My God, it looked horrible. I felt like a Yeti when I had this thing on. Like I was just like, oh, like I just behemoth when I have this tiny little bag. I'm all, yeah, no, I'm not going to do that again. So I love that it comes with a chain and it is adjustable, but using it just as a little catch-all or as a wallet, this has been fabulous to use it inside of this bad boy right here, because this is also a bag that every time I get out of it, I wait a few days till I can jump right back into it. That's how fantastic it is and how much I've been using it, which is the Fendi mini baguette in the same type of fabric. But these two together, super cute. This inside of this and using it as a wallet is amazing. But I know that these are pretty pricey for what they are. Let's be honest, all right? Like, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh my God, no, it's not. Yes, it is. It is absolutely, it has a ridiculous price point, but with how often I have used it, the cost per wear has gone down considerably, and that makes me very, very happy. This is like along the same lines as the Louis Vuitton Micro Matisse, because that's another thing that I was like, oh my God, the price point that it has is ridiculous, but for as often as I use it, and I use it in the same type of capacity, this is wonderful. But back to this guy. So this is a handbag that every time I go to use it, I use it for like a day or two, I put it away, and I can't wait to jump right back into it. And that makes me so happy, because to me, that means that I am using this bag to the fullest and I am enjoying it to the fullest. I think it's wonderful. You guys know that I love the baguette in general. I love the larger size. I like the classic size, the minis, the nanos, what have you. Give me all of the baguettes and I am a happy person. I have two of the classics. I think that they are fabulous, but I will have to say that this one is definitely giving those two a run for its money. Not that it's going to surpass those two, because you're talking about the pink leather, and you also have Dorothy, which is full of sequins. So it has some really big shoes to fill. But in general, this is such a great little bag. I love that it is so versatile. So if I wanted to use it as a clutch, as a hand carry bag on the crook of my arm, or because it does come with a strap to use it as a crossbody bag or on your shoulder, I love that you have so much play with it. So on the days when I want to just carry it like so, I have this option. Or on the days that I want to still see this print and I want to carry it inside of one of my larger bags, I will do that as well. And I will use this as a cosmetics case, and I will use the little nano one as my wallet. I just like that I can incorporate this into my collection so many different ways. And that's exactly what I've been doing these last few months. But I feel like this just brings so much to the table. It has so many pros. In my opinion, I have yet to see a con with the way that I like to use it, but I am so tempted to get this in the leather. I don't know, but they are fabulous when it comes to a mini bag or just a bag in general. It doesn't have to be a mini bag, kind of like this one. Although I will say, I feel like the mini baguette is a lot more versatile than the mini bum bag. But that doesn't stop me from using this bag. I have actually been using this a lot more than my original bum bag, which is something that I never thought that I would say, because the OG bum bag to me is like, holy grail status. And I love how large it is, but I also like how compact this is while being able to carry a little bit more with me. It does come with the strap that is adjustable. I don't like the strap. I've used it a couple of times. I think it's very uncomfortable. Even if I have it on the largest setting, I feel like it looks really weird. And I've talked about this before. It looks really weird on my chest. I feel like I don't know, it looks awkward. That's just really what it comes down to it. So this chain strap that it comes with, I do prefer to use it as a shorter shoulder bag versus using it crossbody or as a longer shoulder bag. I just think that it works out better with, you know, how I like to incorporate it into my collection. I think it looks a lot cuter, but I don't know, the crossbody, I mean, I do appreciate that it has some versatility, but for me, it doesn't offer a whole lot because it just looks so funky on my body frame, you know? So I do prefer to carry it like this, not a big deal. Or I end up hand carrying it. Sometimes I'll do this. I have not been able to put this bag down either. And it still gives me my bum bag fix without it adding any extra heat here or here. So that makes me very, very happy. But love this little guy. Now this next bag, you guys haven't seen it because I haven't done a proper unboxing on YouTube, but if you follow me on Instagram, I did it on there. Now I snagged it about two and a half weeks ago, and I have found any excuse to use this bag, even if I'm back in for the day, even if I'm done at work, if I'm done running errands or what have you, and I put my handbag of the day away, I will jump into this bag. So technically I have 2 handbags of the day, but I will jump into this bag just so I can see it in action, just so I can see it in the sun, just so I can see it, especially if I go to the grocery store in the produce section. You guys know I've talked about this. Those lights are so amazing. So I will use this bag, go to the grocery store, and I'll go to the produce section just so I can see it in action. It makes me ridiculously happy. I am talking about the Benedetta Bruzziches Viti la Grande. So, like I said, I picked it up about two and a half weeks ago. And you guys have heard me say that with Benedetta Bruzziches handbags, I have a few in my collection. I'm not the craziest about them because of how they end up wearing. Remember, I said that if you're going to buy this, in my opinion, I think you should go for it when it's on sale because you can get some really, really awesome savings when these handbags are on sale. Because the prism, the quality of their crystals is absolutely insane. And unfortunately, I'm not doing it any justice because it just looks like, I don't know, it doesn't look very sparkly, at least in the viewfinder. But in real life, my God, it totally knocks my socks off. And I love the larger one because the larger one has a very generous opening. This is from the James Bond collection, if I'm not mistaken. So you do have that black silk, and then you have the crystal mesh on top of it. You open up the flap and you have this zipper here. I'm trying to show you guys, but it has a mind of its own. As you can see, it turns into a beautiful mess. It is stuffed, but you do have 2 slip pockets, and then you have an open compartment here. But this bag is so insanely sparkly. You know, like I said, it turns into that beautiful mess. It's so comfortable. But I mean, there are some red flags. I mean, there's some definite red flags with this style of bag and how it opens up. It can be a little bit, cumbersome, not cumbersome. It can be a little bit annoying to get in and out of sometimes. But I will forgive all of that because of how it looks. And I picked it up on sale. Usually these things go for like $1,400 or $1,500 or $1,600. I don't remember. But I picked it up with everything, taxes, everything included. I paid $375 for it. I bought it off of Farfetch. I couldn't believe it. I saw it on there. They had it for like, I don't remember what they had it for, and then they had an additional percentage off. And when I saw the total, I was like, no flippin' way. Like, I would be crazy not to jump on this bag. And I'm so happy that I did. Sometimes you get these brand spanking new out of the bag and they'll have like funky wear, or they'll be missing a crystal. So I was a little bit nervous. I'm like, okay, if I got it for that great savings on their website, you know, maybe it was a return, maybe, I don't know. I was thinking all sorts of things, right? So when I opened it up, I was like, oh my God, it's perfect. There are no missing crystals. There is nothing funky about it. It is just 100% absolute fabulousness, and I am here for it. I mean, the buckle, it's all crystal. Just, I will never, ever, ever, ever outgrow my crystal handbag phase ever. I've been like that since I've been a kid, and I mean, that part of mini is here to stay, and I couldn't be happier. I mean, that's a great savings, right? I couldn't believe it. Now, the last item, have you guys made it this far? I know that I've been talking your ear off, but the last item that I wanted to share with you is this beauty, which is the Tom Ford, the Rose Lip Oil Tint. I did pick it up, what was it, about a month ago, and I've been using it ever since, and I think it's wonderful. Now, you guys know I'm not as well versed in lip oils when it comes to many of the luxury brands out there. I have wanted to try a few, especially the Dior lip oil. I've heard so many great things about it. I haven't jumped on it just yet, but I've been absolutely loving this guy. And what I really like about this is that even though it is a lip oil, it doesn't feel like it's too heavy on my lips. It doesn't feel like I just smeared a bunch of oil and it's just like, oh my God, it's so intense. Definitely not. Even though it's not super heavy, and it's not super lightweight either to the point where you don't feel it on your lips. In my opinion, I would say that this is kind of in between a lip balm and a lip oil. So it's that happy medium that I would consider if you don't want to go full on lip oil and if you don't want to go full on lip balm. This is smack dab in the middle, and I think it's great. It does have a little bit of a, I think when I shared it with you guys last, I said that it didn't have a scent to it. I can't remember if I said that or not, but it does have a little bit of that rosy hint to it without being too overwhelming, but it feels very, very comfortable on my lips. I haven't had to reapply it as often as I thought I would. I thought maybe if it's a little too thin, then I'm gonna have to apply it every 5 seconds or what have you. That hasn't been the case. On the contrary, I feel like it ends up lasting a lot longer than I anticipated. And I really love the brush, the applicator brush. It's very soft, but I'm a fan. I am a fan, and the packaging is like 10 out of 10. Absolutely a 10 out of 10. You have this gorgeous black and white, and then you have this clear, so you can see a little bit of that baby pink gel in here, that oil in here, or that rose tint, I should say. But I think it is great. It is a little bit on the pricier side, but it just feels, I mean, I have a little bit of lipstick on underneath. It just feels so comfortable. I feel like it just makes my lips want to just glide around because it's so soft. It's so, I don't know, but I love it. But that does it for this video. I know that it got a little bit chatty there, but I wanted to share some of the items that have been in heavy rotation for me these last couple of months, these last couple of weeks, and how I have incorporated them into my collection. But I'm curious, what are some of the items that have been in your heavy rotation? Let me know in the comment section down below. But I love you guys to the moon and back. If you enjoyed this video, make sure and give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already and you would like to, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you guys in my next one. I don't know why I do that. And as always, make it a fabulous day or not, the choice is yours. Have a great day.